Let's get some practice computing accounts receivable ratios by doing problem PA 8-5. It says Coca-Cola and Pepsi are two of the largest, most successful beverage companies in the world in terms of the products that they sell and their receivables management practices. To evaluate their ability to collect on credit sales, consider the following rounded amounts reported in their annual financial reports. And they ask us to calculate the accounts receivable turnover ratios for both Coca-Cola and Pepsi for both years, 2015 and 2014. And I've got the formula for the accounts receivable ratio there. And they also ask us to calculate the days to collect. So we will try and fit in both of them to determine which company is better at collecting their receivables and converting them to cash more quickly. Okay, so first of all, we need our numerator to be of our fraction, the top of our fraction to be net sales. I'm going to divide our paper in half here. And I'll put CC for Coca-Cola here, and I'll put PC for PepsiCo there. We're just going to do 1 year because I think after 1 year you'll get the hang of it. Okay, first of all, we need net sales, which they give us here on the top line. And we're going to do 2015. So Coca-Cola's net sales for 2015 are $44,300, and PepsiCo's are $63,100. Remember, net means discounts and returns and allowances have been subtracted. Now we need to divide by our average net accounts receivable. So to do the average, we're going to take the end of 2014 plus the end of 2015, add them together, then divide by 2. So when we do that, when we average these two, we end up with $4,205 for Coca-Cola. And when we do the same for PepsiCo, add the end of 2015 plus the end of 2014, add them together, then divide by 2, we end up with $6,570. When we calculate the turnover, we usually round to 1 decimal place, so Coca-Cola should be 10.5, and PepsiCo should be 9.6. And remember, a higher ratio means a faster turnover, a better turnover. Okay, so now let's look at the days to collect. We're going to take the number 365, the number of days in the year, and we're going to divide by that turnover, 10.5, and that gives us 34.8 days for Coca-Cola, and for PepsiCo, 365 divided by 9.6 gives us 38 days. So Coca-Cola collects within 34.8 days. PepsiCo collects within 38 days. So Coca-Cola is faster at turning its receivables to cash, which is the answer to our question there. I also wanted to point out that the numbers that we have to use here for accounts receivable have to be net of the allowance account, the allowance for doubtful accounts. Okay, you can go on to Connect and try the same problem for your homework.